Evo, započinjemo danas novi serijal. Igramo Konu. Ovo je jedna hladnokrvna igra u kojoj ste vi privatni detektiv. I ne znam dalje priču, ja sam odigrao samo prvih 10 minuta gameplaya.
Carl Faubert sought information for a living. That is to say that ever since he returned from Korea, after having served with the armed forces, he had been working as a private investigator in Montreal. William Hamilton, a rich industrialist, had gotten in touch with him regarding a simple vandalism issue. Nothing to write home about. Not worth hiring a private eye either, just so he can drive for hours on rough roads. But that's how it had always been. The client pays, Carl gets it done.
Ok, preuzimamo kontrolu. Da ugasimo radio. Evo ga, samo da ja upalim sebi streaming na laptopu. Evo ga. Gledat ćemo sliku. Znači evo kad stavite iza kameru, lik baca ruku na sjedište, jeli igramo ovo, neki stari Mercedes čini mi se. Ok, idemo. Mi smo ovdje došli.
They had set up to meet at the general store, his client's business. Well, actually the entire village had William Hamilton's name written all over it.
Da, nas je ovdje pozvao neki William Hamilton, toliko samo znamo o igri. Da istražimo.
When the roads were bad, muddy, or snowed in, it was customary around these parts to close them off. But it was also customary to ignore those signs entirely and drive there anyway.
The rest. Ok. Ajde prvo da malo istražimo. Ok, evo ga, saving.
Hamilton never mentioned a road blocking barrier. Why was it needed here in the back of Beyond? That would, however, be a mystery for another day. Carl had waited long enough for someone to come and raise it. Still not a soul in sight. There was no point in waiting any longer. Carl had to figure this one out by himself.
Ok, Hamilton je zablokirao put i trebaju nam neke škare. Ok, ajmo prvo da vidimo šta ima ovdje. Ima ovdje išta. Kako ima neki telefon. Ajde, neću zbog telefona ići samo. Ok, naš auto, dragi, lijepi. Počnemo i koje je to auto. Ajde, ne mogu kanuti. Ima jedna boca. Bottle. One bottle. Jedna boca. Ok, idemo gore. Carl, naš privatni detektiv se zove Carl. Ok. Open. To su škare. To nam treba zatvoriti. Šta je ovo, mani? Izgleda. Saving, evo ga. Ovo će biti malo bolji serijal. Vidim Unity nije nikako podržan, tako da onda ga niti neću nastaviti dalje da streamujem, jeli. A nema koja je marka ovaj naš auto. Meni baca malo kao na neki starinski Mercedes. Ok, ja sam igrao Early Access verziju.
Hamilton is waiting for Carl in the general store. It was time for him to get down to business.
Ok. Da, Early Access je bio isti ovakav. Na početku, da, 2 km do benzinske pumpe ili do general store, tako nešto će nam trebati. Ok, idemo na tu auto.
William Hamilton enjoyed a lavish country house built in the very heart of the northern forests, not too far from here. The local populace was divided when it came to the affluent man. Some saw a wealthy philanthropist dedicated to improving the region's economy. Others an aging Englishman who would do anything to further his fortunes. And those ones hated him enough to go on about scheming against him. Hamilton had recently acquired a few local businesses, but the last straw was the reopening of a mine, which gave rise to a wave of protests and threats from the Cree people. Given these circumstances, Carl reckoned that a good number of people must be feeling compelled to oppose Hamilton in one way or another. So far, only the industrialist's house had been a target, but soon enough, Carl thought, the target would become the man himself.
Oh, fuck. Fuck. Da, ovo nije dobro. Da ovog nije bilo u Early Access u igri. Ovo su izgleda novo ubacili. A fear for letter.
Carl needed to get out of there. The cold and the pain required urgent care.
O, da. Zapeli. Kona. Da. Trebaju nam lanci nekakvi. A zapravo vidimo šta je ovaj auto. Vidimo da li ima
The
nešto
driver
u
had
njemu.
taken off. It was still best to check it out and leave nothing to chance. Carl needed help.
Da. What the fuck?
Such heart-wrenching Nordic poetry.
Evo, ko će da pročita?
But Carl didn't care much about flowery language. This deep in the country, his last hope was to find an abandoned garage or a farm by the roadside. His
Će
life
survival
depended
igra.
on it.
Ako umrete, to je to, gotovo je. Morate sve iz početka. Treba nam logova, ovo su drva. To nam treba za page. Jer svaki put
Scratches did not stop Carl.
igrica
His
se
mother would be
sejva.
so proud.
I što je ovo? Mene prvo ovo zanima. Malo svjetla. Evo je
But
glavni.
better than he
To
had
je to.
hoped. Carl Faubert had succeeded once
da
more
pokupit.
and was now on his way to new adventures.
Malo ugrijemo. Sad je već malo lakše. Okej, moramo pojesti onaj medkit, consumable. Evo ga. Medkit. Lijepo pored vatnice staje. Okej, temperatura nam se je digla. Okej, idemo napolje. Doviđenja. Bježimo tu da Karl trči. U te noge nose. Bježimo tuda. Okej, idemo postaviti lance. To je to. Ulazi u auto. Ovo je cut scena. A mogu okretati kameru. Okej. E sad, s desnim stikom, desni stik, dakle stisnemo, imamo kao neku malu mapu koju on drži u ruci jednoj, jeli, na drugom rukom vozi, tako da idemo pratiti ovaj put, kud nas on vodi. Fuck, ne držim se ceste. A cesta se jedva i vidi, fuck, ja se držim rađe ograde, jer cesta se, kažem, jedva vidi. Ajde da vidimo gdje smo. Ok, tu smo. Ček, stani.
Spread out on a few acres of untouched forest, bellowing caribou, everlasting snow, and undefiled lakes, the Manistan region was no tourist hub. It was said to have been populated for millennia by Cree people, and ever since the industrial era, by the metal mining industry.
Neki mali kratki loading je bio.
The truck was running on fumes. Good thing that the general store was close by.
Okej, još jedan loading. To im nije trebalo staviti u igru. Oh, fuck. Okej, cut scena. Okay, the general store.
Given the circumstances, leaving with an empty tank would be a death warrant. Carl had to refuel.
Oh, fuck.
Carl had no trouble recognizing his employer. He had been killed. There was no need to be a detective to figure that out. But only a detective. Carl felt a chill down his spine and had a terrifying realization. If Hamilton was dead, then who was going to pay him?
Okay. Oh, fuck.
An explosion suddenly occurred outside.
Oh, fuck. Ovo već nije dobro. Ajoj. To nam treba. Šibice. Adrese.
According to that log, it seemed like the whole village owed some money to the general store. Carl was far more interested in the bunch of nearby addresses he had just gotten his hands on. Carl knew that Gilles Lachance was in charge of the general store. That made him one of Hamilton's employees. A very angry employee, as Carl could plainly see. The snowstorm pummeled everything in its path. Carl was not surprised when he heard no tone.
Oh, fuck. Moramo da odemo. Ček, svjetlo. Svjetlo. Lampa. Lampa nam je sa desnim stikom.
Maintaining his composure, Carl recalled something from his military training. Wolves always stay away from populated areas. Wait, was it about bears?
Nas još ne uhvate. Nas popapaju. Za doručak onako fino, slatko. Može. To nam je trebalo. Škare. Ja sam igrao ovaj dio, da vidim samo da li igrica radi. Okej, to je to. Gasi lampu. I bježimo van od tuda. Begaj, 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 begaj. Sad imamo sve. Koper, idemo. Svjetlo sam trebao upaliti ovdje, čini mi se. Ali nisam siguran da li sam ga upalio tu ili ga uopće možda nisam niti upalio. Nisam siguran, a svjetlilo bi da jesam.
Staring intently at the controls won't be enough to make that lift budge. The poor thing was out of power.
Ja ovo nisam stvarno nikad dizao auto, ali želim da ga dignem, da vidim da li se nešto možda može ga uopće dignuti. Ajde malo se snimimo. Ok, snimili smo se. Mi trebamo upaliti svjetlo u garaži. Da vidimo. Ovo je lijepo stajati pored vatrice na ovom lijepom snijegu velikom. Da, i dalje nema svjetla ovdje.
Staring intently at the controls won't be enough to make that lift budge. The poor thing was out of power.
Brate, ali svjetlo neće da se upali, to je problem. Čekaj, isključimo ovo. Da, mora samo bez struje ovdje. Again. Idemo sad. Neću otići dokle god ne vidim da li sam upalio svjetlo u garaži.
Staring intently at the controls won't be enough to make that lift budge.
Okej, kontroliraj sustav, god treba samo mi objasni šta. Ne znam ja šta treba nekako iskontrolirati ovdje. To je problem. A what the fuck, što me neko briga. Ok. Evo da nam treba neka šifra. 7, 3, 9. Ovako, 7, 3, 9. Evo, to je to. Money. To, paljeno. Što je ovo? Ok, drugari. To će biti to. Da vidimo da li imamo kakvu porukicu možda ili nešto. Da vidimo. Nikad. Ne, nema ni jedne porukice.
Carl knew straight away where to find the infuriated Jelashans. Any good investigation would have to start there.
Uživali u prvoj epizodici nam Kone, hladnokrvne igre. Tako da ja vas pozivam da dođete i opet. Do tada imate na veliki pozdrav.